Hey guys, Leif here from ATEC. Today I'm going to go through a quick demonstration of the new Konica Minolta C658. So this is in the new 8 series of Konica Minolta BIS hubs, and this particular one has most of the accessories and features on it. So I'm just going to go through the copy screen and the options there. So when to make a copy, we're just going to put our documents in the document feeder. We're going to hit the copy button, and I'm just going to go through these options and some of the finishing options that we have available. Obviously, to select number of copies, we just tap the number of sets button or number of copies, and we can select our number of copies there. On the main menu here, we can select on the original type. We can define what that is. Normally you would just leave that to text photo mode. Next one, we can select black or auto color full color or 2-color single color. Just look out for that one. Make sure you've got it default to black and white. That's how most customers want it set up. And next one is the density. We can lighten and darken. Next one is the paper trays. So on this particular one, we've got paper tray 1, 2 and 3. 3 is the large paper tray, and the one on the side there with the hand on it, that's the manual bypass tray. So we can select any of those trays. It's set to auto by default, so you don't really need to worry about it. The next one along is the reduce and enlarge with the zoom button. And we've got all our different options there, standard reduce and enlarge options, so we can also set a manual option on the side there. Next one, kind of important one, that's the one-sided to one-sided or the duplex options. So I'm just going to explain that down the side here. We got the default option is one-sided to one-sided. Next one is one-sided to two-sided, or that's going from single-sided originals to double-sided or two-sided copy. Next one is the other way around, so it's going from a double-sided or two-sided original and you get one-sided copies. And the last one is two-sided to two-sided. Now we've also got a binding position there that depends really on your portrait, if it's a portrait or landscape document, whether how you want the bind to be, but generally you can leave it at auto. If you find that the second page is upside down compared to what you wanted it, you may need to play around with these binding position settings. And on the same screen, we've also got the option of 2-in-1, 4-in-1, 8-in-1. So that's a different option to the single and double-sided. 2-in-1 means you get, if I have a 2-page document and I select 2-in-1, I get those page 1 and 2 will be reduced and put onto one page. Same with 4-in-1. That would work if you have a 4-page document. It will take the 4 pages and reduce it to fit on one page, and same with 8-in-1. So that's the duplex combine options. Now on this particular machine, we've also got a range of finishing options. So if I go onto finishing, and I'm going to go through this in a bit more detail. First up, we got the group or sort setting. So that's set to auto by default, but you can select group or sort. Grouping is obviously, that's all page 1 together and then all page 2 together. So if you selected, say, 3 copies of something, you get 3 of page 1, 3 of page 2, and so on. Whereas the sort function will do page 1 to 3, 1 to 3, 1 to 3. Now, the staple option. So I can, and staple and punch, we got hole punch on this one as well. I can select corner stapling on there. You can also select the position. So if I go to the position, I can say staple top left or staple top right. I can select, and you can see it sort of on the image there how it's going to come out. The 2 position staple will do 2 on the side, just like it's indicated on that symbol. And with the position setting there, I can also select the two positions. That's always going to be fixed, but the corner one you can change. Now I can select 2 or 4 hole punch, so that's same as per the illustration there, 2 holes or 4 holes, or I can turn that off. And we've got the fold bind function as well. So the fold bind function, that's good for we've got the trifold options for mail outs, or if you're doing DL brochures or anything like that, you can select the trifold. And when you select the trifold, you've got a couple of options there as well. You can do by copy jobs, so that means, and it says multiple sheets. So if I have a 3-page document, it will copy that and take the 3 pages and fold them together. Or I can select 1 unit, which is 1 double-sided print, or by page you can select how many pages you want. You can see you've got 1 to 6 there, so you can have up to 6 pages folded in the 1 copy job. A little bit complicated, that one, but your best bet is just to try it out and try the different options and see what comes out. Okay, and a couple of other options in there as well. We've got the center staple and fold, which is the traditional booklet mode that can be printed or used on both A3 and A4 paper. So fold that in half, so an A3 will be folded into an A4, or an A4 would be folded into A5. And the half fold, that's exactly the same as the center staple and fold, but without stapling. So that's the different options. And lastly, we've got the application button. I'm not going to go into all those in detail, but there is a range of more advanced options in here for various things, such as card shot is at the end. You can do programming of jobs. You got things like watermarks and stamps, and tailoring like cover sheets or insert sheets, or things that we can cover in the more advanced section. There's a mirror image repeat, poster mode, and so on. Negative, positive, reverse, and more advanced functions that you don't normally need to use. And that's it. That's the copy screen.